organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up tonight on Daily Iowan TV,
a new music video shot in Iowa City coming soon.
And Dance Marathon held its first event of the year.
Iowa football smashes North Texas.
Coming up in sports, we take you through that game and how solid Iowa's looking week 4.
All that and more.
This is Daily Iowan TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kelsey Sanger.
And I'm Cole Johnson.
There was more than just football rivalry at Saturday's game. Amid growing tensions, Planned Parenthood backers crashed a Carly Fiorina campaign at the home football game. About 30 Planned Parenthood supporters from Iowa participated in the demonstration. At one point, a few unopened condom wrappers were thrown Fiorina's way. Fiorina said, "I think they're scared that the people of America are starting to look at what's really going on in Planned Parenthood clinics. Instead of denying what's going on, they shout slogans instead." A Planned Parenthood representative said Saturday's demonstration could be the first of many more at future Fiorina campaign stops.
On the final leg of U.S. tour, Pope Francis met with a group of sex abuse victims Sunday in Philadelphia. After praying with them, Pope Francis vowed careful oversight to ensure that youth are protected and said that those responsible for abuse would be held accountable. He said the people who had the responsibility to take care of these tender ones violated that trust and caused them great pain. God weeps. Pope Francis wrapped up his U.S. tour Sunday embracing inmates at a local jail, urging young people to leave the loneliness of social media and bidding farewell with a huge downtown mass attended by hundreds of thousands.
If you were near Lower City Park today, you might have seen a lot of black and neon green. Daily Iowan TV's Taylor Smith went to check out what was going on.
In honor of Dance Marathon, the University of Iowa held its first annual For the Kids Day. FTK Day is a fundraiser in which both families, faculty, and students participated in a 5K run. While some participated in the race, others enjoyed cheering on the side.
So this is our FTK 5K, and we partner with the Family Relations Committee to bring the family picnic and the 5K together. So it's a really great way to have our runners, our dancers, our leadership, our community members here with our Dance Marathon families.
After the run, participants took shade under the City Park Pavilion and cultivated camaraderie against other participants. To be sure that the runners were in good health, the event provided plenty of food and water for its participants, and all proceeds went to a great cause.
So the money all goes to the Children's Hospital. This is for our pediatric cancer patients at the hospital being treated there. So it goes for the kiddos being treated and their families. We just provide a lot of support for that. And so it's just a really great fundraiser for that.
Although only the top 20 runners were awarded with a medal, at the end of the day, everyone that participated is a winner. Taylor Smith, Daily Iowan TV.
This was the first of many FTK events of the year. If you are interested in participating in Dance Marathon and haven't signed up yet, visit their Facebook page for more information.
The Iowa State Treasurer blocked the financing plan for a new police radio system. Governor Terry Branstad proposed to finance the $68 million communication system through an agreement with vendor Motorola Solutions. Treasurer Michael Fitzgerald told the Associated Press that he refused to approve the deal because it adds roughly $9 million in interest payments for the state. Iowa first responders said a radio system that will let them communicate during emergencies across agencies, cities, and states is long overdue and critically necessary. Fitzgerald said he is investigating other options and believes Motorola would be open to negotiating a different arrangement to get the project built.
Well, a hot new music video came out this weekend, but it wasn't artists Macklemore or Beyonce. Daily Iowan TV's Megan Sanchez got a backstage pass to the release party of this Iowa City original.
A great big shovel full of brown gold.
Brown is the new gold.
After over a year of work, the Family Folk Machine released their original music video, Brown Gold, this Saturday. The intergenerational choir brings together people of all ages through song. And their music video had a big message.
It's about composting. So it kind of follows the cycle from seed to plant to human consumption and then back to the ground through composting.
The choir is supported by the Johnson County Senior Center. There, the group had a release party and celebrated with compost-themed activities in the park.
The future generations, this is what it's going to be. Whether we like it or not, whether it's our fault or not, we're going to have to be the ones to take action.
The Family Folk Machine is for everyone, no auditions needed, and Emily says it does a lot for both the kids and the seniors.
It really kind of gives them an opportunity to interact with, people of different ages who they may not have relationships with or exposure otherwise.
Two-year choir member Nina Jacob says she hopes people who watch the video learn one thing for sure.
We need to step up and take a stand and protect nature.
Reporting in Iowa City, this is Megan Sanchez, Daily Iowan TV.
You can find the link to the full Brown Gold music video on our website.
As we mentioned last week, for the first time since 1982, a supermoon and a lunar eclipse will occur at the same time. The full moon will appear slightly larger than usual as it reaches the closest point to Earth in its orbit and will arrive directly opposite the sun with the Earth in the middle for a total lunar eclipse. The phenomenon will be visible to the naked eye. The total eclipse will begin at 9:11 p.m., hit its peak at 9:47 p.m., and end at 10:23 p.m. tonight. This hasn't happened in 33 years, and it won't occur again for another 18, so make sure to check it out. Well, I don't know about you, Kelsey, but I'm really looking forward to seeing that on my way home.
Well, let's toss it over to Casey in the weather studio to see what kind of weather we can expect tonight while we're out watching the eclipse.
Well, guys, for the most part, you can expect partly cloudy weather with temperatures in the mid-60s. For the most part, as well, we can plan on sunny weather and fall-like temperatures in this first full week of autumn. To start out, Monday is going to be in the mid-60s with when we get to noon, it's going to be warmer, getting close to 78 degrees. Coming to the evening, clear skies should prevail with temperatures dropping to around 76. Looking to the rest of the week, Tuesday has a high chance for rain in the early part of the day with temperatures not going above the high 60s, while lows will be in the mid-40s. And Wednesday and Thursday are looking to be absolutely beautiful with clear skies and highs in the upper 60s, while the lows won't go much below the mid-40s. Once we get to Friday and Saturday, you may want to consider breaking out a light jacket because highs are only going to be around the mid-60s and lows should hit around the mid-40s. Well, guys, even with the cooler temperatures of fall coming, I'm certainly looking forward to the changing colors that we can see in the leaves this time of year. That's all I have at the weather studio. Back to you guys at the desk.
China's President Xi Jinping pledged billions in aid to help the world's poorest countries implement sustainable development. Saturday, dozens of world leaders met at the Sustainable Development Summit in New York City. The goal, creating a financing plan to eliminate poverty and hunger globally all over the next 15 years. China received generous funding in the last 15 years, which helped the nation surge out of poverty. As a model for its success, China's president vowed to help other countries make the same transformation. Jinping said China will commit an initial $2 billion for education, healthcare, and economic development, and will increase the fund to $12 billion by 2030. Now, I don't know about you, but that game was awesome. Another win for the Hawkeyes.
I wear my yellow Crocs every week, and we win every single time, so I'm not taking them off.
Well, hopefully you have them for watching this week's game. All right, we're going to toss it over to the sports studio. Ladies, what can we expect this week?
Welcome to our new edition of Sunday Night Daily Iowan TV Sports.
I'm Ashlyn Bauer, she's Alyssa Klosterman, and fifth quarter football is here.
It was another week for Iowa inside Kinnick Stadium in their last non-conference game of the season.
Football reporter Taylor Brooks was on the sideline for Iowa's matchup against the Mean Green and has the highlights.
It was a homecoming for some here in Iowa City. North Texas's head coach Dan McCarney, their quarterback Andrew McNulty, but it probably wasn't the homecoming that they were wanting, as Iowa proved once again they aren't the team that everyone thought they were going to be. Let's head to the first quarter. Right from the opening kickoff, it was Desmond King who got the ball in his hands and fought down the field for 30 yards. This would set up Jordan Canzeri's epic game in the next play where he ran for 29 yards for a first down. 4 plays later, Canzeri would run in for the 16-yard touchdown to put Iowa up early 7-0. It was 4 drives later where Iowa would score again after quarterback C.J. Beathard threw to wide receiver Jake Hillier for a 16-yard completion. That ended up in another touchdown for Canzeri for 10 yards. Iowa up 14-0. Heading into the second quarter, North Texas tries to crawl back from a 14-point deficit when they get on the board from a 38-yard field goal by Trevor Moore. But Iowa answers right back in the next drive for a Beathard completion for 43 yards to tight end George Kittle. Beathard's completion rate was not 5, 6, or 7 in a row. It was 15 pass completions in a row for Beathard. And the throwing arm continued as Iowa was handing it to North Texas to put them up 28-6 with an 81-yard pass to senior Tavon Smith. Seemed like it was almost too late as Iowa was edging the Mean Green by 22 points going into the third quarter. Iowa kept the score on the rise as Canzeri scored his 4th touchdown of the day, putting up Iowa 42-16. It wasn't just Iowa's offense that kept the tempo, it was their defense too. Josie Jewell with the interception to take it downtown for 34 yards. Closing up in the fourth quarter, it was an opportunity for some of the backup men to step in, and that's exactly what they did. It was running back Akram Wadley who got the chance when he scored for a 2-yard touchdown. Iowa's backups kept the surge going as Bo Bauer beyond sealed the deal with an interception, 88 yards to the end zone. Final score, Iowa stomps North Texas 62-16. We will see if Iowa is the real deal when they head into conference play next weekend at Wisconsin. But for now, I'll send it over to Katie Reber, who tells us about one offensive player who is making his mark every single week. Katie?
Thanks, Taylor. Last season, it was Mark Wiseman that was punching in the touchdowns here at Kinnick Stadium, but this season, the name of the game is Jordan Canzeri. Leading his team to 4-0 with 4 touchdowns, this running back had 115 yards with 22 carries with the win against North Texas.
Canzeri had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter and carried this momentum into the second as he ran 1 more touchdown in right before the 2-minute warning.
When we have those plays, obviously it just creates, a huge excitement.
Fans were definitely excited as Jordan Canzeri closed out the third quarter with his 4th touchdown of the day, where his airborne action was a little unexpected.
But, I didn't happen the way I panned out, still landed on my feet, but, it's obviously just awesome to get that touchdown in.
With his 4 touchdowns in the victory against North Texas, Canzeri tied the school record for most rushing touchdowns in a single game. But for Jordan, his first focus is not his personal records.
And it's not one of those things that I care for about getting a certain amount of yards or getting a certain amount of carries or whatever. It's just, it's a team success. That's all that matters, is getting the W.
Running in 8 touchdowns through the first 4 games of the season, Jordan Canzeri leads the Big Ten in rushing touchdowns and is tied for 4th in the nation.
The point I'm making there is he's really playing a well-rounded game right now, which is great to see.
Inside Kinnick Stadium, this is Katie Reber with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
It seems so bare in the stands compared to last game.
That's for sure, but I'll take a Hawkeye blowout any day.
Same here. On Monday's show, we continue our coverage of Iowa football, where Taylor Brooks is back with us as she checks out one group that is slowly making offensive presence.
But before we send you back to the news desk, Hawkeye Trivia is back. Let's see how the fans did this week.
What is Iowa's record against North Texas?
10-4.
Oh, final answer?
Yes. Yes. Final.
Failure. Any idea?
1-0. Yes, we never played them.
They've never played them.
Name one player from last year's team who was drafted to the NFL.
Brandon Sheriff.
Yep.
Very nice.
Carl Davis.
Oh, James
Brandon Sheriff.
No, wait, don't listen.
Who coached here before head coach Kirk Ferentz?
Aiden Fry.
Nice.
Aiden Fry.
How long was Marshall Kane's field goal last week to win the
57 yards.
57 yards. Win the
7 yards.
That's all we have for you on this edition of Daily Iowan TV.
Make sure to tune in tomorrow night, same time, same place, or anytime on our website and on YouTube.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.
Are you worried about how you're going to find out about the latest news in Iowa City and the University of Iowa? Well, look no further. You can download the Daily Iowan mobile app on your iPhone for the area's best news coverage. The Daily Iowan is now on TV, online, and in your pocket. If it happens, it's news to us.